Hello everyone, we are joined by RRQ Monyet coming in after their game against T1 today. Firstly, commiserations on the loss. I know that it was a bit of a tough loss for you guys. Firstly, I wanted to ask you regarding today's game. It felt like on map number 2 you guys were able to recover, but on map number 3, I think that in the scrum, confidence was the word used. Do you think that it was a confidence issue, or do you think it was something else that T1 were doing correctly?
I think it's more of a snowball that they did to us that cost us the whole game. I think even like when we lose the anti-eco, that one already like give them so much snowball chance to do it, and they actually did it, and it become rough to us to actually like play the play the map properly.
Got it. Talking about the anti-ecos, I think that that has been a pretty big problem for you guys in this stage, or at least in the playoffs. I think that's the anti-ecos. Even if you're able to win the pistol, you haven't been able to convert them. So, what do you think is the biggest problem regarding that? Is it just minor mistakes, people over-aggressing, or what exactly do you think is the reason?
I think it's more of a micro mistake that cost us the whole round. I think it's like, for example, like we're not picking together, um, or like we are taking the space that we shouldn't take. So yeah, that example that cost us, I think, the whole anti-eco. I think like lately, even like after T1 game, because that game we got like 4 anti-ecos on the whole series. So it's like we are trying so much for to fix our anti-eco because it's been like our main issue.
Mm-hmm.
Even from scrim, we already can tell like it's our issue from the anti-eco. So I think now it's a little bit better. Like we understand more, but I think it's too late already, to understand it. And I think today we got anti-eco. I think like the pressure breaks into us.
Pressure. I think pressure is also something because even though on map number 1 you guys were struggling a little, on map number 2 you guys were able to bring it back. So did you there was there like an increased amount of pressure because of the snowballing, or was it the other way around?
Um, I think yeah, because like the snowballing is like you just need to break like one round for the momentum, but it's like it just keeps happening, and it's like we're wasting our ults when we're supposed to like when we can win our round, but it's like there's unlucky part like they are hitting nice shot because of the snowball, and then we are using our ults that is like it's really good to hit the sides, then we can win the round and things like that. We are like trying so hard to bring our momentum back, but it's just like we keep failing it.
Okay. I want to touch upon RRQ as a team a little bit. Last year, you guys were looking super successful domestically. Even if internationally you didn't have the impact that you wanted, you were consistently making it there. And this year, it's been more difficult. Firstly, I wanted to ask about having like a different coach there, because you've worked with both Ewok as well as Joey. So I wanted to ask you, has that been a bit of a struggle having to adapt to having a different coach, or is it just that the meta is not in your favor? What do you think has been the biggest two or three difficulties for RRQ in kickoff and stage one?
I think it's like the meta issue. I mean like if you want to be like on VCT, for example, like you have to keep following the meta, right? But I think we are struggling. I think myself also is like struggling to follow the current meta. It's
Mm-hmm.
like I need to take so much time to adapt. Even like if you see, it's like I don't even have good performance for like first 3 or 4 weeks, and after that I start finally picking up the performance that I left before.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think that's just like adapting to the meta. And I think like Jovi and Ewok both are like really great coaches, but it's like it with different system. Like both of them are like basically they don't have the same system that they implement to the team. So it's like there's that side as well, and there's like the meta side as well.
So it's been two big changes, and both of them have been making things very difficult for you.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
That
not the coach. Sorry. The coaching side, not that much, but it's just like different system on how the things
just
work
just things
between like
changing
the
and like having to build new systems, that kind of thing. Yeah.
yes.
I think that's pretty natural, pretty normal when that kind of shift happens. So everything together, understandably, pretty difficult. So talking about the meta, I mean, you are probably one of the best Neon players in the world. Um, so I think one thing that when I got to talk to Ewok a couple of weeks ago, he mentioned your name particularly as like, yeah, I love this Neon meta, and yeah, like ever since I was in RRQ, I used to love running it. So my question to you would be, how do you feel about the Neon meta as a Neon player, and how do you feel about the nerfs coming up?
I think the nerf is really good. especially the shotgun. I'm
Mm-hmm.
very happy with it because even myself is like I like the neon, but with like normal gun. I don't like shotgun. Like I dislike the Judge Bucky. I dislike it so much. So it's like it's really good, and I don't think it will affect you as much like the neon nerf. The neon nerf is like really good for like the balance of the game. Because right now it's like the neon is like keep jumping around and not getting traded. Now it's like the game is more fair
Mm-hmm.
technically. So yeah, I think I like this neon nerf and the neon meta. I've been liking it a lot, but it's just like you need to think there's like another side of nerf coming in. Like the initiator nerf and the controller nerf and the sentinel nerf. That part is like also makes me it's like need to be wiseful about
Mm-hmm.
playing the neon, and then it's just like wait, I forgot one thing that I also want to say.
Take your time, no rush.
Oh, and also like people have been better dealing with the neon. I think this season I think I can count so many times even on scrim I got deleted like during sliding. So I got like the conclusion like people are just better with shooting the neon now. So yeah, I think it's like it's been fun, but it's hard
Mm-hmm.
as well to play with the neon.
So you're gonna be happy. You're gonna be out of neon jail after a while. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. And talking about the map veto as well, I think that ever since the map pool shifted, you guys have had like an ace up your sleeve in Fracture, and I really like your compound Fracture, especially the veto that you've been running. So I kind of wanted to ask you, as one of the few teams. Well, I mean, I think Pacific runs veto more than the other regions, but as one of the few teams globally that's like consistently running a veto and also has a 100% win rate on that map, what is the reasoning behind it, and how do you kind of come up with agent comps in general as a team?
I think how we come up with agent com for our team is like it's just the comfort that we want to play. I think like there always be some balance that player have to take like responsibility, like you have to sacrifice for something. But I think
Mm-hmm.
like fracture it really fits us like role wise. I think all of us are really doing a great job right now currently on playing the agent that we use on fracture. And what's the other question?
Just like asking about veto in particular on the map, and yeah, that's about it.
I mean, I think the Vito is like because people running a lot of tail, I think on that map. So it's like Vito is actually we are just thinking about the counter, because before we have an issue where during stage one last year, 2025, we said that the tail is like killing us on B side. So we just come up with then let's play Vito and try it out. But I think Explorer is like really comfortable on it. So we just keep doing it, because we were like also before we were planning like I think Suffer is also still good. Like the tripwire are still really nice on Fracture, but yeah, just Xperia like he likes it and he said he didn't really want to change.
Fair enough. I mean, I think being comfortable on your agents is also something that kind of matters, and I mean, it's been working. There's no complaints.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Last question before I let you go. You can answer however you like in as much detail as you like. More the better. I think that of course, as a team, you guys are going to be not very happy with this result, especially since you're going to be missing out on London. But there's still stage two. There's still champions, and you guys still have a lot of time to prep. So, what do you think are like the top important things that you need to fix as a team before you head into stage two? And how do you think your team is going to evolve with the agent changes and the new meta coming in?
I think the new meta coming in, I think it will be still good for us because I think like it's only me on the team that is like playing the neon and switching to controller. I mean, like if one point if I switch to controller, then it's also still fun. It's like the agent that I also pick it up before. And one thing that I think micro management or micro mistake that we did is like just small little things that I think we can do much better on it. I think that one will improve our performance coming into stage two or even forward.
Awesome. That makes a lot of sense. Finally, I know that I said that was the last question, but I promise this is the last one. I noticed that you've been playing a little bit of Harbor, so I just wanted to know how it feels to play Harbor after playing such aggressive agents.
Oh, it's really fun. I like Harbor a lot, like actually a lot. Like Harbor is such a fun agent. Even I like it from before, like from last year. I tried to play Harbor,
Mm-hmm.
like we tried the energy com that they run the Yoru Vice Harbor
Mm-hmm.
on Abyss,
Abyss,
and
yeah.
I really liked it. And at first, I didn't agree with the nerf, like with the buff that they did. Basically, the cascade. I like the
Yeah,
cascade more than the para before.
it was
But
useful.
after understanding on how to use the paranoia, like the flash properly, I kind of like the harbor also. But it's like still the unlimited wall, like the regenerated wall, is much better compared to the wall that you only can pop it once, on the run. I
Yeah,
think the buff is actually okay for me, but if I have a chance, I think the old version is also like looking nice for me, if I want to play Harbor.
I think you're like the first person I've talked to who said this about Harbor. Most people just hate it. They're like, I miss my cascade, I miss my concussions, but I'm glad you're happy. Anyway, thank you for the interview, Monier, and good luck
Thank
for
you.
next stage. And of course, as always, thanks for taking the time.
Thank you. Have a nice day.